Alright, I know that this word is kind of an overused buzzword at this point, but I feel like I just had to talk about this today because I believe that genuinely Gen Z Brainrot had something special to it. And I'm sure that Gen Alpha is going to be saying the same thing, but I'm 18 years old. Jesus Christ. But I believe that what I watched as a kid was just objectively better than the skibbity toilets and all the other stuff that Gen Alpha's been watching on their iPads 24/7. Because just look at some of these masterpieces that I'm gonna be sharing with you today. I'm gonna be sharing like 3 different topics that I used to watch all the time when I was littler. And, maybe you'll feel some nostalgia just like I did going down memory lane today. So when I was younger, I was obsessed with Angry Birds. I had a ton of the plushies. I didn't have all of them. I know I'm not a real one, but I used to have so many of the plushies. The big red bird really turned me on. I loved Angry Birds so much. And all the time I remember watching these old terrible videos, and once you watch these videos you'll understand why this is just absolute brain rot, but it was so much better than anything else that we have today. Who are you? So back between 2010 and 2014, Angry Birds was like my entire childhood. The Redbird stood tall on the Mount Rushmore of childhood obsessions. I played all the games. Epic was the best one. And even had those old telepods that worked the Go in Star Wars games. I even owned a copy of Angry Birds Knock on Wood. My enemy's next move should proceed with caution. But since I and the rest of the world was obsessed with Angry Birds, naturally there was lots of content revolving around this franchise. Many younglings decided to watch those cute, silly Angry Bird shorts, while others just wanted to watch Zack Scott games, and I was definitely one of those people. But for some of us, we wanted to watch this.
Yes, the bird will never get their eggs. Yeah! Oh yeah!
And these videos could get weirder. Like, do you want to watch Redbird dancing to an 8-bit version of Gangnam Style while Optimus Prime and Bumblebee get sturdy in the background? Well, Fun Video TV has you covered. This channel definitely was just a content farm for like little kids with unrestricted internet access, and looking at it now, you can see why kids like me were so entertained by it. Because I remember vividly turning on the first gen iPad as a kid and watching this stuff all the time, which is why I'm a psychopath. But there were tons of different collabs in the lore, like sports, Plants vs. Zombies, and Pac-Man. No, not yet. This channel also really enjoyed playing these really distorted and otherworldly sound effects that I think were intended for deaf people. Like, I don't even know how you create this noise on a computer, but it gets spammed over and over again whenever the Angry Birds have a speaking role, and it's really, really uncanny. There are plenty more cursed Angry Birds videos, but this channel was probably the most influential one in my life, and I think overall they're solid pieces of entertainment, only if you watch them ironically.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm gonna die!
Everyone knows who Herobrine is, so I won't go into the whole story of him, but honestly, I don't think anyone can deny that he was one of the most popular creepypastas of all time. I remember my brother used to be so scared of Slenderman and Herobrine that he wasn't able to take a shower by himself when he was younger. Someone had to be there with him. And playing Minecraft was genuinely scary at the time because we both thought Herobrine was going to come into our world and terrorize us. But when it came to watching other people encounter Herobrine, that was fair game because we were so interested in this mysterious entity, but we never really wanted to see him ourselves. You know, we probably would have peed our pants and like pooped our diapers, which takes us to this iconic clip.
Okay, let's use a diamond. Ah! Ah!
Everyone my age has seen this video, so I won't explain why it's so iconic, but watching it now, you can literally hear the kid's friend in the background laughing because of the other kid's reaction to his Herobrine skin.
No, 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 no! It's the end, no! Take a stand! What the? Get away!
And as a kid, I completely believed this was real, and since Pocket Edition was the main version of Minecraft I used, oh no. But Herobrine wasn't the only entity that I was interested at the time. I remember coming across this video called Minecraft Ghost.
I don't know what the heck this ghost is trying to do. This isn't even my house. It's someone else's house that he let me take shelter in. And it looks like he's trying to blow up the entire house. I'm trying to do the best I could to save this guy's house. But I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do that.
And watching it so much as a kid, I watched this video at least 50 times. That kid got so much watch time out of me. But I was praying so much that this invisible entity or threat wouldn't enter my world and start burning down my villages and houses and destroying everything. But I watched a lot of the heavy hitters as well at the time. Sunday and Popular MMOs were my entire childhood, and it sucks that I can't really tune into a Sunday video anymore.
So today in Among Us we have Kissy Missy versus Huggy Wuggy.
Another video that I was obsessed with that was a little smaller was the Funland video by Nerdy Gamer. I remember vividly asking myself what the word subscribe meant, because at the time I was like 5 and I had no clue what any of that meant.
Hit like and subscribe for a cookie. What the hell is even that?
These videos are some of the most iconic on the site, and honestly, I kind of wish YouTube would be more chill and relaxed like it used to be. Not a lot of yelling and screaming and begging for likes. You know, it was so much more chill back then. But okay, I guess it's time to talk about this. To be honest, I actually have no idea why I was so interested in Pac-Man as a kid. Like, this guy was literally made in the 1980s and older than my parents, but I remember watching Pac-Man videos all the time as a kid, and I still, like, play the game all the time when I go to arcades. Like, that's the first thing I go to. And I even mained Pac-Man in Smash Bros. For the Wii U because I was like one of the 7 people that actually bought a Wii U when it first came out. And it was like, I loved it. It was so much fun. But anyway, that brings me to this video, which was actually the entire reason I decided to make this video, because I watched this video. I couldn't even tell you how many times I watched this video. It's so nostalgic to me, and I just had to talk about it because I feel like a bunch of other people can relate to this. Just watching this video and all these adult jokes going straight over my head when I was like 7 years old, but 18-year-old me going back to it and then being like, holy crap, this is, how did my mother never see this? Like, just look at this clip right here. And I definitely wasn't the only one, because if you looked at the comments, it's all just people my age just talking about how nostalgic this video was. And it's weird because it's like seeing Michael Jackson try to touch a baby and the ghosts of Pac-Man being KKK members. Like, this video is just peak comedy. Like, watch this. This just solidifies the fact that they just really don't make them like they used to. Like, being able to say that I used to watch Pac-Man cheat on his wife and then chased out of the house is not really a sentence that I would have thought would have ever come out of my mouth, but here we are, I guess. But overall, watching these videos honestly reminds me of just a much simpler time, which I think we're all craving, especially recently, with all the things going on in the world. And it was just a time where grown adults could just laugh at things that were clearly meant as jokes and not rage and get mad and post it all over Twitter. And I really think the world would genuinely be a better place if we learned to laugh at ourselves just a little bit, and actually take the time to actually put down the computer screen and go outside and see what the world has to offer. Or the sun will just take the internet away.